Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. In continuation of our program, Leaves from Gora's Life, written by Dr. Sharma Marla from West Germany. Today I am going to read out you regarding the education and marriage of Gora children. When Gora and his team organized the science exhibition at Vasavya Vidyalaya in Atheist Center, Vijayawada, they were very happy to have the privilege of getting it opened by Sri C.D. Deshmukh. Mrs. Durgabai Deshmukh was a student in 1933. She was a political worker who had been repeatedly in prison in 1930-31 movements. And after a little lull in the Satyagraha campaigns, Durgabai wanted to improve her education qualification and sought Gora's help to coach her for the admission examination of the university. Gora was at that time a lecturer in PR College, Kakinada, and helped her in preparing to appear for the Banaras University admission examination. But Gora admits that he got more education from her than he could give. She was describing to him her experiences as a political worker, her experiences in jail, and her ideas about politics and Gandhism. By 1932-33, he was more interested in the untouchable programs like interdining and conducting adult education classes in Harijan quarters at Kakinada, but Gora was not versed in political affairs. Her life inspired Gora very much, and he wanted to follow her in political life and in public work. The account of her public life inspired him till 1940, when he himself got into the political struggles. He recalled what all she said. That was his guideline also at that time. He admired her sense of sacrifice and devotion to public work, and all this Gora learned from her. Later, she was a very big lady with a doctorate degree and several honors. She was in the Constituent Assembly. She was on the committee for writing the Constitution of India. She started big institutions like Andhra Mahila Sabha, worked for adult education, and got several awards. With a first-class master's degree and doctorate degree, she married Dr. C.D. Deshmukh, who was the central finance minister. He was interested in science, and we had the privilege of their opening the science exhibition to the villagers by Dr. C.D. Deshmukh, said Gora. Dr. Durgabai also gave a graphic account of her experiences and inspired the students. She helped Gora in getting his children Maitri and Lavanam educated. They were staying with her at Andhra Mahila Sabha, Madras. They were the early periods of their education. His children received help from several quarters since he was completely dependent upon public subscription. Education meant money for buying books and paying examination fees. He did not have the money for that. That was one of the reasons why he could not give education to his children very early. He could just give them home education till his second daughter Maitri started education and started to appear for the private examinations. Finally, she took her MA in psychology. The fee were paid by some of their friends, and his brother Sambasivarao was by that time a lecturer in Gudivada College. He too helped them in buying books for his children and paying the fees. They got the scholarship for their children that was given to the children of those who took part in the political struggle. Some were given some land, but his wife and he do not want that land gift allotted to the political sufferers, but they took the political sufferers' scholarship. When they went to the college, they were given some aid for the fee. In this connection, Gora doesn't forget mentioning the great help from Sri Narayana Murthy. He was not an atheist, nor did he subscribe to his program of partyless democracy. He was by then a lecturer in Andhra University. He told Gora that he just admired his principles and programs. He did not like them, but the way of persuasion he liked. When Gora's second son Vijayam did his BA at Vijayawada, Gora thought it was not possible for him to send him to university for post-graduation degree. But Narayana Murthy came forward strangely and said that he was a lecturer in Andhra University and that he would just take his son along with him for studies. 1 year of post-graduation was over for Vijayam. He was staying with Narayana Murthy. But in the second year, a strange thing happened. Sri Narayana Murthy got a scholarship from California University, and so he wanted to leave. Since it was the second year of the postgraduate studies of Vijayam and Narayanamurthy was leaving, Gora thought he would leave the studies and come back. Gora could not find the finances to complete his education. His son also made up his mind to come back. They did not at any time give much importance to academic degrees. They took them as they came to us, but they did not go after them. But on one day, they were surprised to find Narayanamurthy coming bank book recording rupees 1000 in the name of Gora's son Vijayam. Narayanamurthy said that for going abroad, he wanted to have rupees 5000. He did not have the money, and so he took a loan of rupees 5000. As he had to pay back rupees 5000, he could as well pay back rupees 6000. So he took a loan of rupees 6000 for he wanted his son to complete his education. When many people do not come forward to spare what they have usually to help others, here is Narayanamurthy was not an atheist but still helped Gora's son. He is an example of the generosity of the people. Of course, his son deserved the help that was given to him. Later on, he himself went to America for 3 years and later he took his doctorate in politics. Gora's third daughter Vidya got a BA degree by appearing privately for the examination. She got married intercaste and then, with children, she appeared for the examination and passed one after another privately. One can take private examinations privately here. Gora thanks very much Dr. Sushila Nair, the secretary of Gandhiji for some time and who later on became the Union Health Minister as she wanted to help his children and then got a medical seat for his fourth daughter, Maru. All his sons and daughters got help from friends of this kind to complete their education. The first daughter, Manorama, who was married in Sevagram Ashram, is running a hostel and she is happy with the children. And his son Lavanam, though he did not have a formal school education, went to America at the invitation of Mr. George Willoughby. And then he went round the world. He gained wide experience. That's how all Gora's children got educated. But though they were educated, they did not seek jobs. They just allowed the atheistic way of life and then tried to do service for social change. And now regarding the intermarriages. Just as his eldest daughter Manorama got married to a Harijan, an untouchable on principle, and the marriage was solemnized at Sevagram Ashram on lines of atheism and was promised by Gandhiji, his eldest son Lavanam also got married to an untouchable girl, the daughter of Joshua, a great poet who received the President's Award and several honors. He became a legislator also. He offered his daughter and the marriage was solemnized again at Sevagram Ashram. It was the second of the marriage after Gandhi took a vow to solemnize their only marriages outside the caste between untouchables and non-untouchables. The first was Gora's daughter marriage in 1948 and the second was his son Lavanam's marriage in 1960. His relatives also got influenced by the atheistic ideology which he was propagating and some of his sister's children married intercaste. Sumati Kaushal, who earned a reputation for her dancing, got her MA degree but specialized in Bharatanatyam and several schools of dancing in India. She married outside the province and intercaste. Another of his sister's granddaughters, Sulochana, got intermarried. So, like that, the influence spread round in the circles of his relations of his own sisters who outcasted him when his father sent him out of home in 1928. They came closer to him and their children also got influenced by his way of life. They also got married intercaste. The Atheist Center earned reputation that it would encourage intercaste marriages. On one occasion, a Brahmin widow came there. She wanted to offer her only daughter in marriage to a Harijan boy whom she found to be of good character. She sought Gora's help. Gora's wife and he thought over the question. The girl was only 17 years of age. They could not get that marriage registered since registration required the age of 18 for the girl also. At the same time, the marriage they wanted to go by approved traditional methods. The girl was not qualified to go through registration. They had no time to go to Sevagram also to solemnize the marriage there according to Gandhi's wishes. Then they found a compromise formula. They thought that the girl, being a Brahmin, should get married only by the orthodox Brahminical way. There was no way out of that. So, at the Atheist Center, they had that marriage solemnized on strict Brahminical lines. There was some criticism which his wife and he had to face because they allowed a Brahminical way of marriage to be solemnized there. He told them, when in the theistic center of Mahatma Gandhi, the marriage of his children could be performed in an atheistic way, he too could have the marriage of a Brahmin girl with a Harijan boy performed according to the approved methods of the Brahminical ways. There was no way out of it because she was only 17 years of age. He could not be so fanatical. It was a human problem. If atheism did not make more human than other caste people, then his atheism would be of no use. Gandhi himself rose to this human level when he agreed to solemnize the marriage of his daughter, dropping the word God altogether. Similarly, he rose to the human level again and performed the marriage of that Brahmin girl. Otherwise, it would be a great injustice to the girl if the boy were not faithful. So that led to a great criticism and discussion. One should feel human. Whether it be theism or atheism, one should first become human. Otherwise, atheism would become fanatical as any other religion. The greatness of atheism lies in supporting human outlook. If they objected to the marriage in the Brahminical way, where was the help for that girl? And her mother would be outcasted from all her relations because she married her daughter to an untouchable. The intercaste marriage was a very great event and should help it. Then the criticism died out and they are living very happily now. And here ends regarding the education and marriage of Gora children. And in our next episode, we shall continue with another topic. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Dr. Samaram Multi-Channel Network, which has more than 18 crore views, and click the bell icon for notification of our new videos.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store and subscribe to the channels.